Hey, what's up guys, TechTime here and I'm back again with a brand new video. So the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G is a great phone, however it's not perfect. So here are a couple of things that I don't like about the Galaxy A15 5G, and I will be playing the devil's advocate, and I will be also posting a video talking about the things that I like about the Galaxy A15. So one of the things that I'm not a fan of when it comes to the A15 begins with the design itself. So the back is made out of this kind of soft matte plastic finish that is really slippery, so a case is definitely recommended here if you want to protect your purchase. And the other thing is that the phone itself though catches a lot of dust and debris, especially around the camera lenses. And another thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to this design is the curve around the sides where the power button and the volume up and down are. The reason I'm not a big fan of, and I said that in my kind of 48-hour review with this phone, is the fact that the power button specifically sits extremely flat to a point where it actually becomes harder to press on the power button. So while this curve gives this phone a cooler look, it's not really that practical. So that's definitely something that I'm not a fan of, and I still can't get used to it to this day. Alright, so the next issue that I have with this phone comes with this display. Don't get me wrong, this is an OLED display that has nice colors and just gives you all the benefits of an OLED display. However, it does have a serious glaring issue. Even when you're not in like a really bright environment, just if you're indoors, you can definitely tell that the glare can cause issues when it comes to the experience itself. And honestly, that does get annoying from time to time. But again, it's not the end of the world, so we're good. Alright, so the next thing that I have an issue with when it comes to this device is the bottom facing speaker. This is not a good speaker at all. I would say that the Galaxy A14 had a better speaker than this speaker on the A15 5G. I get it that price cuts had to be made, but god damn, this is not a good speaker at all. I would have got rid of the headphone jack for a better speaker if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Here, take a quick listen to the speaker and then you tell me. So on the right hand side you do have the power button / volume up and down, and they're very clicky, very tactile, very quality buttons overall. And as far as the bottom of the phone, you do get your USB-C 2 microphones as well as your bottom facing speaker, and we're going to take a listen to the speaker quality in a little bit. So it's a bottom facing speaker. Alright, so next up is the camera system itself. So this phone does have a triple camera setup that did receive some improvements prior to the previous generation of the Galaxy A lineup. So it does bring in a wide angle shot that gives a more enjoyable experience. But one of the issues that I have with it is that switching between the main lens and the kind of wide angle lens is sluggish and not as fast as I would hope or as I would like it to be. And the other thing is that this phone, when it comes to recording video, is just not good. Picture quality is okay for the price. There's definitely an improvement there, but when it comes to the video quality itself is just not that good. The 1080p 30 frames per second is the max that you can go, and it doesn't even look like 1080p. It more looks like a upscale 720p. So keep that in mind if you're interested in buying this phone. Next up is the performance. Now I do have to give a thumbs up on the fact that so far I haven't really had any heating issues. Some people did report it. So far on my unit, I haven't had anything that was major enough to report. If something happens, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But with that being said, so when it comes to the heavier demanding tasks, this phone does struggle from time to time. So it can at times seem sluggish, especially if you overload this phone. And again, I mean, I don't want to judge it too harsh because at the end of the day, it is understandable. However, I wish that Samsung went with a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip that is a little bit higher than this MediaTek processor that it uses. And I wish they would have gave us 6 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4. I understand that costs had to be kept down, but I feel like to give us a better experience, that would have been a necessary move in my opinion. And if you look at the benchmark scores, it does score a little bit higher than the A14. However, like I said, if you push this phone, then it's gonna show that it is a $200 phone at the end of the day. Alright, so with that being said, I want to talk to you guys and I want to see what you guys think of this phone. If you have the Galaxy A15 5G, tell me what you don't like about this phone. If you don't have the Galaxy A15 5G, tell me what you think of this phone. Do you think that it's a purchase that is worth it in the long run, or do you think that I'm just going to hold off and wait and see what Samsung releases in the future? So I'd love to read your guys' comments below, so leave them and let's have a conversation right there. With that being said, I mean, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned for more content on the A15 on different devices. And I really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching.